Touch on two final topics. One, obviously, you're commentating. I want to know how's that been for you. We've seen Malignaggi and Antonio Tarver, take on a new career with being commentators on television and the fans really getting behind them. And I also want to talk about your division. Gennady Golovkin, he's going to be facing David Lemieux on pay-per-view. Great fight, two big punchers, but is it pay-per-view worthy? Should the fans be paying for that when it sounds like, I don't know, Porter versus Adrian Broner that was free?
Right, and that's the thing about PBC. That's what you have to really respect and admire about PBC, because here you have two guys that people could argue that they're not pay-per-view status yet, but yet they're fighting on pay-per-view and charging the fans. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I'm all for free boxing. I'm all for fans getting everything for free. That's why I'm glad I'm a part of this PBC movement. It's not my place to say whether or not they're pay-per-view worthy. I mean, I want to fight those guys, so I could care less. I just want to get in there with those guys eventually. But for the fans, I mean, that's a different story. I feel like the fans deserve the free fight. I feel like the fans deserve good fights. And all I got to do is just do my part so I can one day be on that level and be able to give good fights and fights that the fans want to see.
And as far as the commentating, how's that been for you? Is it something that you can see yourself doing as a life after boxing?
It's definitely something that I'm getting more comfortable each time around. It's something that it's not really easy. It's kind of, when you're a boxer, and even though you know so much about the sport, when you're being in there, it's something to get used to, but it's something that I'm having fun with. I'm enjoying it. I get to see a different aspect as far as looking inside the ring and seeing what the judges are seeing and how I can actually implement all those things that I thought when you're in there, okay, you're taking your time, you're doing certain things, how I can switch the game plan up because I know how the judges are viewing this. So it just gives me a different perspective, and I'm having fun. I'm building my brand. A lot of people are seeing me now. I'm getting mass exposure, and a lot of people are becoming fans of mine. So that's always a plus. And do I see myself doing this after my career? Yes. But after my career, I feel like after my boxing career, I'm a smart man. I can do so many different other things, but this would be definitely that I want to tackle for sure.
Last question for the Miracle Man and the Golden Child fans out there. Should they be worried that your announcing could take away from your training?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's one thing that my team has always put in the forefront, my career. They've always said that we're not going to put you commentating at a time where you're training. You're always going to have at least 2 months to have 100% training. And it's something that I believe that is more important because mentally you have to be in the right place in order to be training for camp. You can't be traveling, you can't be doing certain things, but some guys handle pressure differently. Me, myself, I don't want to be one of those guys who put broadcasting in the forefront because that's something that I can do for a long period of time after my career. But for the most part, boxing is such a short time frame as far as having a career that you have to take advantage of it.
Well, Daniel, I want to thank you for your time, and if you have any social media at this time, please give it out for those unlucky guys that aren't following you already.
Daniel Jacobs TKO at Twitter and Daniel Jacobs TKO at Instagram.com. And you can also check out my nonprofit foundation, Get in the Ring, at getinthering.net.
Well, thank you very much, and we wish you the best of luck Saturday.
Thank you.
All right.